touch of a button. That's all we needed to do. Welcome everybody to episode 64. Right?
I don't know.
I didn't even think to look after that before we started recording.
That's what you said earlier. Like a little while ago, you said 64.
I wasn't absolutely sure. I was like a placeholder.
Could
I'm
be
Eddie.
65. I'm Eric.
Howdy, it's Andrea.
And once again, we are not experts in any of the things we're going to talk about today, so take everything we say with a grain of salt.
There you go.
Touch it.
Oh, wow. You could take a horse to a river, but he won't drink.
That's not the same.
That's not the same.
Hey, it's close.
It is
you could,
close.
You could lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Yeah.
So it's close.
I got the gist there.
You can lead
I
an
understood.
Andrea to rock salt.
But I will not.
Can't make it touch it.
I can't touch it.
It-
You won't make me.
Why don't you grasp from it?
Grasply firm it. You're never going to live that down.
No.
Nah.
I want to make
Oh,
a
well.
meme out of it. It's great. I love it.
It's. You know what? I'm happy. If one thing can stay and stick, I'm happy it's that. Because I feel like I could say a lot of other stupid shit and it'd be a little. I wouldn't want that. I'm happy with the.
Like that
Grasping
butterfly
from it.
effect where they I'm not sure if it's a movie or a show where they stopped 9/11, but when they come back it's just overruled by Nazis.
The fuck?
So it could be a lot worse.
It could be.
It
Damn.
could be a lot
Could be a lot.
It's
worse.
quite the extreme example.
Yeah, but speaking of Nazis, there's a new movie coming out called Sizu, something like that. It's coming out in April, I think,
Like
and it's
Suzu Sizu.
brutal. It's brutal. It's a gold miner that he struck gold. He found a lot of it, and he's going back to his town. But on the way of the road, he stumbles upon some Nazis, and they want all his belongings. And he's like, "Fuck these people!" And he goes on a murdering rampage.
I
Nice.
assume this anime is not what you're talking about.
No. It's the
Suzume.
SISU. Yeah. It looks pretty brutal, and I don't know any of these like actors or actresses, so like it gives like a new.
Is it a foreign
Look.
movie? Is
I
it-
think it's a, what do you call this, indie?
Oh,
Indie film,
I think
It's
it's
an
an
indie
indie
film?
film.
Yeah,
See it at South by Southwest?
something like that.
None of us go to that shit.
No.
Sisu film. Yeah. Oh, it already came out. Let's watch it.
Try to stay away from Austin.
April 20. Oh no, it's releasing
Sheesh.
April 28th.
Sisu.
Yeah.
SISU. Okay.
This is interesting.
So,
Interesting.
Anything where Nazis
let's have a watch
die.
party, guys.
We need to set up a website so we can hold stuff like that. Otherwise, we get like copyright claims sent to us. Because we can't do it on Twitch. We can't do it on YouTube.
Discord. Everyone follow.
We could do it through We can do it through Discord, yeah. That's true.
All you hardcore fans, go to drop the Discord right there.
Join our Discord.
I'm gonna have to set that to a button here. For those that noticed,
Annotations and stuff.
this button here, or this is called a launch pad. It's used to like make
Beats and stuff.
music and beats and stuff. But I'm using it right now to control our recordings. Right now, it took me 4 hours to do this, but I'm now able to just start and stop recording and start and stop streaming, which is nice. I'm planning on adding a lot more. I had set another button, but I deleted that macro because this button right here doesn't do anything right now. Was supposed to say, "What an asshole!" like Gilbert
What an
Gottfried.
asshole.
Whenever you brought up your segment,
That would have been so cool. Damn.
I couldn't get it to work because it brought up a YouTube video that said that, and then it immediately played the next one. And I was like, "No,
It's on
stop!"
autoplay. Oh no.
I was like, "All right, let's set it to okay." It plays it. 3 milliseconds later, it stops it. It exits the window, and we're good, right? Nope, it never did that. Just immediately played the next fucking video. I was like, "Fuck!" But
Hard to believe that got us to the moon, man. Launch pads.
But yeah, I'm really happy that I got this because this thing normally they're like $300. It's a Launchpad Pro, and I remember always wanting one a few years back. By chance, Eric knows I do this sometimes. I like to, whenever I have free time in the weekends, I have extra cash. I'll go to like different pawn shops to see what I can find. I found this for $70. It came along with a USB cable. It was super short, so it's hidden somewhere in my cable.
That's a rare find because they're just jacking up prices for everything in pawn shops.
Yeah.
I want a violin.
I was gonna buy a Pew Pew, but it was like 100 over market value. I'm like, what are you guys doing
And it's
here?
used. Like, what the
It's
fuck? Why do you
used.
want that?
Yeah.
Like, might as well buy a
Whack.
brand new one.
Yeah, because I like another thing I'd look at. I've been interested in getting an electric guitar. So I'd see them like at pawn shops and stuff, but I never knew what to get. So I was happy with this one. However, I was able to get something. Eric, I haven't showed you this.
You're pregnant.
Oh,
Oh my god.
And it's yours.
Jesus
Eric.
Christ.
Here you go.
It's mine.
Fuck you. It's yours.
No, he's like, you're pregnant. I was like, it's Eric's.
No, I bought this a Telecaster because a friend of mine. We went to a Guitar Center because I told him I was like I'm interested in getting a guitar, and I want to start. So he was like, "Well, all right. Like I know what's good for like newbies and stuff. We got this. They were like, oh, we'll give you $60 off because it was $600 price tag, but it was on the show floor. So they were like, oh, people have touched it, so we'll kind of consider it used.
Sold it.
They took $60 off. Then the guy rang it up. He's like, "Oh shit, ticket price is $100 over what it should be. So you're getting another $100 off on top of that."
Nice.
So I got an amp, a Boss Katana amp, which is a decent starter amp. It's nothing too crazy.
What do you got? Can you play the Jerry Seinfeld? Ba-ding-ding-ding-ding.
That would be awesome. You gotta learn that.
This isn't a bass.
Oh shit.
Oh, then return it.
Go get a bass.
I don't want a bass.
Okay.
Not right now.
That's pretty cool. Well, what kind of what is that? Oak?
Maple. It's got a maple wood.
It comes full circle, man. You put maple syrup on your turkey.
That was
Maple
completely
guitar.
unintentional.
Oh my god. It's all connected.
It's all connected.
Oh my god, it's aliens.
But yeah, I'm gonna be putting a lot of time into that to learn it. I'm hoping that once time passes, I gather like some skill, which isn't gonna be soon, obviously, but like maybe we can do like original music for the channel rather than buying a single song that cost me $36.
Like CCD.
I mean, yeah, but it'll be better.
That'll be good.
Yeah, because I didn't know. Like, I had my keyboard, which is still over there, but I didn't really know how to play it. I just knew some like chords,
Mm-hmm.
which it's super easy to find on the piano. It's just like getting the muscle memory for it. Like, I don't know. It was always kind of hard. And then my left side isn't nearly as fast as my right.
We'll start practicing with your left hand, Waddy.
You know why. You know. Fuck you for that. You know what? You're
Oh
muted.
my god.
You wish. There's like so many buttons on there, but only 2 are working right now.
Yeah, I know. Eventually, I'll get it to shut you up.
And when you do, I will tip my hat to you.
There's 64 white buttons and then 24, I think, side buttons. So 88. 64 plus 24, yeah, 88. Different possible macros I can set to just this. So screw the Steam Deck. I can't get pictures on this, but I can hold a lot more macros. So
I'll get a label machine
yeah, I probably need
with
one.
little emojis.
Probably gonna need one. Like, all right, Andrea, shut the hell up.
What an asshole.
Wait, no.
Eventually, we're hosting some other stream. Like, fuck, we're getting them views that we desperately need.
I've seen like videos of like I guess they're DJs that have those. Where is the touchpad?
Launchpad.
Launch
They can
pads.
do some wild shit with these. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and they're like playing like legit whole songs with them. It's like, how the fuck do you remember like where's where and what? That's crazy.
I have I had subscribed to a teaching software for like anything that could connect to your computer essentially. So my keyboard over there, a guitar connected to an amp. With one thing that caught me off guard was that it had lessons for these. And I was like, what the hell? So
Were they playing like music on it?
like later on, I never got that far. But it was like, all right, put your hands like this, and then just like, all right, get a feel for it, get the muscle memory of like moving your hands around. Because if you touch the bottom, they're not like normal buttons.
These right here.
These. They don't like press like you think.
Yeah.
Much. Reach
You
out
It's
and
like
No, you just
yeah, you just like tap them.
tap. Yeah.
They are pressure sensitive.
you
which is-
just stopped the recording.
Oh
No, you didn't.
no, but look, I
Sometimes
wanna,
these two.
that's how you look. I don't know if you're fine with how dark you are.
I think it's fine. I like the green screen effect.
What do you call it? I feel like I'm on the Jocko Willix podcast.
Well, it's also because, we're doing a lot of like tweaking on this show still. There's a lot for us to like really nail down. One of those things is the camera. It's not ideal, but anything other than this is either like really like the delay, not even for the stream, the delay from like us moving to the like our preview here isn't insane.
The latency, basically.
Yeah, like I'd move like this, 2 seconds later we'd see it move on here, but it's like choppy as shit, like maybe 10 frames a second, and it just looks awful.
Interesting.
That's why I'd hope to be able to upgrade our camera setup.
Better by the day, by the week, by the weekend.
Yeah, so
by
we
the
can
month.
actually
Yeah.
so we
Never
can actually
stop
get something
improving.
reliable, because our phones, using our phones last time was a little too
It
wild.
looked weird.
Yeah.
It looked weird. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, how are we gonna learn if we don't try shit?
Exactly.
Evolution.
We're learning a lot on this show when it comes to like production stuff, and pretty much like getting things done as cheap as possible. So hopefully, eventually, if we do make it big, people will be like, "Oh, where could we start?" You can start from the bottom of the fucking barrel.
Literally.
'Cause
Literally.
that's where we're at right now.
You got an iPhone? Basically. Well, let's do that. Make a YouTube video.
Honestly, that's all you
Podcast
need.
setup.
Just get Twitch, put your phone on a stand, and be like, "Hey guys, watch me do shit."
Never mind the audio. It'll get better along the way.
Yeah, I mean, phone audio's getting better, and then like getting a decent microphone to connect to your phone isn't too expensive. I really wish they had the same kind of mics that you bought, the DJIs
Yeah.
at Guitar Center. They didn't. I would have absolutely jumped on it if they did.
They're hard to come by, man. They're hard to come by.
Yeah, hopefully.
Why? Because everybody wants one, or is everyone's using it?
They make them in batches. So, like, if you don't get it on
Oh.
that drop date,
You gotta wait.
you gotta wait another
But-
3 months.
Live and let learn. Yep,
There you go.
exactly. But
It's a journey, guys.
It's exciting though. Every time we get something new figured out, like I immediately text Eric, like, "Dude, check this out! Like, it's my phone, and it's live on the TV. Like, we can try this for the show. Like, there's when I figured this out, the 4 hours it took for me to actually do it, I was exhausting. I immediately sent it in the group chat, like, guys, check it out! I can stop the stream. I better not touch that button, or else we stop the stream now. What I miss? Nothing much. I did show off the guitar.
It is
It's
now
about
The
Eric's.
one with the walnut finish.
Apparently, it belongs to Eric now.
Something.
He's
Something
gonna
like
bring
that.
it next week, and he's gonna know like a legit whole song. He's gonna know how to play that Jerry Seinfeld bass riff, Eve on the guitar.
He turned a guitar into a bass.
Legend.
But yeah, it's been. I've been in an amazing mood. Like things have been just like feeling way better and better lately. I'm like,
That's good.
That's there have been some downs, pretty serious downs, but
Very downsy.
yeah. Yeah, I just lost my career lately. You know what? Let's go ahead and mute that.
That was extra.
I can't believe I just did that.
Apologize.
I'm so sorry.
start the apology
There
video
you
now.
Hold on, I'll start the apology video. Lighting seems super dark, by the way. Yeah, it is. So the only way we were able to get it working without crazy latency and
No chop.
intense
No
noise.
chop.
Yeah, I'm gonna start.
They can barely see you, Waddy.
Sorry,
They're
guys.
not gonna see the tears.
Oh
You're just
my
a
God.
floating head. I think it's funny.
Yeah, you couldn't choose a different.
I couldn't.
just
Like
get gray and
everything
match
else was
us.
just like fucking
No.
look like dust in the wind or some shit. Like
Chef's coat. No.
hold on.
Jessica White. It's still black, dude. With a very little
Have you wear
red.
a darker black?
That's gotta work.
Nope.
It's getting darker.
He tried. He's trying, y'all.
It's just it's like the
Live and learn.
this shows not all cameras are suited for dark environments.
Very true.
Which, if you're in here, this is not a dark environment.
It really isn't. We're trying, guys.
Yeah, that's why we really want to upgrade our camera setup. But that's down the ways.
Down the line, we'll get there, guys.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So how have you guys been? I've said how things have been with me.
My oldest child turned 4, and we had a birthday party for her. I think it was yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Time works funny with me, especially when
Yeah.
you don't sleep.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's
like,
all
you
one
don't
big
sleep.
day.
Yeah, I showed up a little bit, so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Nice little catch up.
I think it was like almost everybody already left, and
The party's over, Waddy.
Even
Why
then,
the
I was
fuck
still
you
like,
here?
what the hell? Well, I was on my way to go get
yeah,
the guitar.
those still good vibes. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
But,
mostly people that I knew at least. when
I
got
didn't
there.
expect anyone to like stay for longer than 20 minutes, so that was pretty cool. Stay for like 4 hours.
And your wife was
Damn.
like, "Please leave."
Just
She
wants her
was
solitude
exhausted.
back.
It's just she was exhausted. Like,
Yeah.
Parties are hard, dude. Parties are really tough.
oh, I'm not blaming her at all.
Yeah.
That and this baby's making her a lot tired. A lot more tired.
God damn it.
Boys,
It's a
you know.
little boy. It's a little boy. He's
Boy,
demanding.
Look what you did to her.
I need more food. She's like, oh, she said that she was like craving a lot more spicy food, right? My mom says that was her with me when she was pregnant with me. She's like, I just wanted more and more spicy food. Now I'm like, that's all I have. To the point where I was afraid that I was gonna fuck up my palate because I heated everything up.
Damn.
That's weird because I hate spicy food.
Yeah, that's
It's not my
Cra-
first choice.
cravings
second or
can be
third.
weird. I mean, now you hate it even more after.
There was something that I craved. Onion rings. Onion rings. I've been eating them nonstop. Like I've become a connoisseur.
How does that's?
I
always-
have onion rings in the other room. after
damn.
the,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
gosh.
eat it after.
That's always tripped me up. Like, how does that work? Like, your wife's pregnant, but you're getting cravings as well. Like,
It's like we're in sync,
yeah.
kind of thing.
I mean, I don't know. It's just like more. Oh, I just got the email. My guitar has shipped. Nice. We both got guitars.
Are they matching?
No. He got one that he was like, he'd been wanting for years, that they had to ship over from the East Coast. But I was like, it's fucking beautiful. Whenever he gets it, like, I'll send you a picture of it. But
Is it like whalebone? Is it imported or something?
no. But anyway, like, it's so trippy. Also, stream subject is house. Son of a bitch. All right, hold on. I need to change the. Oh, I can do it on my phone.
House is fine.
Rick.
Fuck it.
House.
Well, that's the name of the game I was playing. I don't know how long ago. Stream manager, stupid. The stream info, yeah, it's still a house. This is fucking stupid. I'll change it. You guys talk.
when my girlfriend was pregnant, I hope she doesn't. I mean, it's not much, but she was pregnant.
I was like, hold
I don't
the
want
fucking phone.
I don't want like to say like too much, but I don't think she'd mind. It's like when she was pregnant, of course she was hungry. Like she wanted to go out and eat, probably had cravings. So like people around her, would get the same. I mean, like she would take her sister to go with her, and they both gained weight together. Thought that was funny. It's
Partners tend to mirror each other. It's cool, lol.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So if she ever ended up pregnant again, you'd have another baby. Like you'd have one yourself too.
Oh, I was like, what? I don't have
insane.
one right now. I do not
The
have.
Virgin Mary.
I've never had a baby.
It's a clone.
Check
Just the evil.
facts.
Nah, I'm fact. Jesus Christ.
You're gonna have the evil version of the same kid.
I probably would, honestly. I'd probably get sick for her. I feel like she got very sick with her first child.
She sneezes.
With her only child.
She sneezes. You're like, let me do that.
Let me take the burden and sneeze for you.
Oh, you chivalrous soul. You. Oh, I thought we got away from that.
I forgot all about it. That was one of my favorite TikToks. I honestly forgot about it.
I fucking hate that video.
I mean, you
Those
set it
videos.
up. You set it up.
Well, I can't really. I shouldn't really say I hate it because the thing I've been into lately is even stupider. I think
Oh no.
it's the AI deepfakes of the president's gaming.
Those are funny.
Those are so good to me. Like I laugh so much because it's a mix of nostalgia. It's exactly the way we would talk back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing, you idiot? You're supposed to do this first. Like, why are you running that build? Like, you're so fucking stupid. Shut the fuck up, dude. Like, I know what I'm doing. I'm doing just fine.
Here's a pro strat, Eddie. Don't get hit.
What the fuck? I died. Oh, it's because you let your HP hit 0. You shouldn't do that. It's so fucking good. I don't know whose idea it was to put the presidents. For some reason, Joe Rogan and Ben Shapiro, but it's.
At this
I can't get
point,
it
it's a circus.
What?
Man.
I don't think I've seen one with them, and I've just seen the president.
There's quite a few.
Shit.
There's not as much. It's usually just like Trump and Joe Biden. Those two are the most. But there was one where it was Trump, Obama, and Joe Biden. They were playing Battlefront. Battlefront 2, the older one. I think it was for the GameCube, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like super wholesome. They were like, "Hey guys, can I join?" Like, "Yeah, of course." All right. There's only 2 slots for us. How about you do the Easter egg, Joe, and me and Obama will like do this mission or whatever. So they do it. Joe Biden fucks it up. He dies, and then he's like, "Oh man." And they're like, "Well, let's take a break. Let's go meet up at McDonald's or something."
Aww.
And then he's like, "Well, I feel really bad, guys. Is it cool if I still join you?" And they're like, "Of course, man. You're always welcome to hang out with us." So it's like weirdly wholesome.
I know, it's so wholesome.
It was.
Aww.
I was like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm watching, but I kind of like this."
That used to be us in Overwatch.
Oh, seriously.
I miss playing Overwatch. Me and Waddy play a little bit sometimes. It's fun.
Not as much as I'd like, but nah.
I mean, like whenever you have free time, there's always other things to do. But I mean, if you play a little, it's cool.
I saw one with Alex Jones. Yeah, I think I've only seen one with him. I can't even remember what was in it, honestly. But it makes me miss the old days playing Modern Warfare 2. I still remember there's one where they all have their same characters. Like Barack is crazy about drone strikes. They call Joe Biden Sleepy Joe. More often than not, they all hate each other. Trump is like an arrogant prick.
No change there.
Fucking Ben Shapiro, they just don't like him. Hypothetically, if we did this, blah blah blah. Shut the fuck up, Ben. like it's
Hypothetically
so
speaking, as a biological male.
Exactly. Like, everything's a hypothetical
funny.
with him in these videos, but I don't know. It gives me nostalgia. Like there's one where they talk about Modern Warfare 2, and then Barack opens up the video. He's like, "Yeah, I remember popping into Modern Warfare 2 playing some old school Drake, and trashing these fools. It was so good. And then eventually he gets an AC 130. He's like, guys, I got an AC 130. And everybody's like, of course he did.
Those drone strikes, though.
Oh, yeah. They even brought up the balloons. They were playing GTA 5, and Trump's in a blimp. And he's like, hey, Joe, try to shoot me down. I know you can.
GTA was fun. Did I ever play with y'all, like, online?
Very little.
Once.
Once.
Literally
It was
once.
fun. I used to play a lot with Alina's brothers. That was
I remember
pretty
we
cool.
tried to do
Drake
some
and
sort
Josh,
of...
yeah.
It was, they're not Drake and Josh, but
I
yo,
remember their names.
Luis, the one, you probably remember the name Luis.
Yeah.
He was the one that played with us mostly, almost always. He proposed to his girlfriend.
No, I was
Oh,
like, to
cool.
who?
To his
To his
girlfriend.
brother? Yeah.
No. I thought that was so cool. I was like, no.
They're twins, right?
They're
Like,
twins.
we might as well stick together.
Oh God.
Some
thought
Game
that
of
was so
Thrones
cool.
shit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I miss them, but we'll see. I would play with them GTA a lot, and it's fun. We should play. I don't have it on my PS5 though. That's gonna take forever. I wonder how the loading times are gonna be though.
It's gonna be way better. I'm
Oh
sure.
my gosh.
I feel like I'm just still waiting. Like I wanted a limited edition PS5, never got it.
No.
And like, oh, they're releasing the new GTA in a few months. Never came.
apparently, there's a PS5 Slim coming out.
Yeah.
I was watching a video on the new PlayStation 5, like the VR2.
That yeah.
Apparently, it's like the best so far. Like it's fucking incredible.
Like Evolve VR or just for, like
Well,
for consoles.
Like the remote's not like the best, but it's more like the technology in the headset where it tracks your pupils. And I don't think it's the first to do it, but apparently it does it the best. Like I'm sure you guys heard of Lightus Tech Tips, right?
Yes.
He has a podcast. They call it the WAN Show, and he was talking about it on the show. And he was like, "This makes me want a PlayStation." Because they're all PC gamers, but he was like, "This makes me want a PlayStation." Like the tracking is incredible. Like he was looking the tracking here, and it only puts in focus on what you're focusing on. So like everything else is like really shittily blurry and low res or whatever, but like it snaps to what you're looking at so quickly. He was like looking at stuff while somebody else was looking at what he was looking at on a TV on a big monitor, and they were like pointing at like what they were focusing at, and he was trying to trick him, but he couldn't. He was just like snap, like I'm looking here, like no, now you're here, now you're here, now you're here. Like it was crazy.
Damn.
And they were like, dude, this is fucking awesome. Apparently the light bleed on the side's not too bad. I don't know if Lady Lion is in chat right now. I don't think she is. She's probably working right now, unfortunately. She got one.
Fuck. There's the new Horizon. There's like a Horizon
That's
game.
exactly
for
what
it.
she got for it.
Damn.
So, like, you don't have to turn your head or anything. You just
I'd
look
still
around.
think
still
that
good.
stuff like and this is something they said in the video as well, that it's still better because like I'm pretty sure like internally it's gonna be harder to track everything, but if you still have like the trackers outside, like I know Ian has a setup like that, which we've used. So like when we're playing like Keep Talking Nobody Explodes, it's if they can keep adding to that, it'd be a lot better. They also mentioned that the previous version of the PlayStation VR headset, they got it to work on a PC. They made drivers for it and everything, but it took like 5 years. Like it took like a year maybe to take it apart and figure out how it works. I can't remember the word, but like it's still not even perfect. And they were looking at this one. They're like, it's not like a normal monitor. It's not going to work the same way. So there's a very good chance that this just won't work for PCs. And if you want to use it, you have to get a PlayStation 5, which is like, if you want both things, it's like double the price.
But hey, having a PS5 is not like a bad thing.
I don't think that is.
Yeah,
I don't
you
think
get
it is
great
either.
games if you want to play like the PS5 PlayStation exclusives. Totally worth it.
I know I'll get one eventually. They're just things that
Oh,
are
yeah, for
higher
sure.
priority. But
Like a guitar. That's I'm playing with you, but
well, I mean, it's a skill I've been wanting for a while. Plus-
I'm just joking. Yeah.
I finally almost finished my PC. It just needs one more fan.
And his
But-
income tax came in, goes to Dick's Sporting Goods. Give me the dick.
That and the guitar was in stock. I am completely right. But I was gonna say something, but I can't remember what.
Income. I'm waiting for
PS5s.
mine.
Oh yeah, my income. I'm not getting any.
Yeah, you had to pay, right?
Yeah, I had to pay. I was like, what the fuck?
I was like the best.
Here's the biggest kick in the ass. You know how much I had to pay?
90.
$40.
Oh shit.
Damn.
I'm like, really? Fucking government? You couldn't just like, let me have this one?
No.
No, they
They
Fucking-
need your money.
they took your gym membership money too.
Fucking assholes.
Don't trust the government, guys.
Even the Joker's
Don't.
afraid of the IRS.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Bullshit, dude.
Request a
It's-
second audit.
Which is
Refuse
stupid
that.
because I've never worked a job where I didn't have them take money out. King. Smoothie kink. Fuck you up. Yeah. Yeah, sure. I fuck smoothies. I guess this is the first job where I didn't have money taken out of my paycheck every time. Like in the refiners, I'd have like $150 taken out every check,
Yeah.
just so that I can go to taxes, thinking it would help. I didn't realize it helped that much. But it's really disappointing. But with that money, I probably would have upgraded that camera.
I'm just happy I got a little, like some. Because I had to, I don't know why, but I'm on new health insurance. So my supplies have gone up a little bit. But for some reason.
Oops.
Why? What are you doing? I closed my eyes for 1 second. What did you do?
I got new health insurance,
Congratulating you.
Oh,
so my stuff's more expensive. Oh.
it's not as good. It's not as good as my old insurance. That's what I'm trying to say. And oh my
How do you get me
gosh,
out of this?
like they didn't charge me for like a month, like the payment for one of my sets of supplies, and it all came at once. So I owed it was like what, like almost $1,500, and I was like, and I had to pay it to get more supplies. They're not gonna give me more if I don't pay it. So I'm like broke right now, and I'm that money my tax return is gonna be like, okay, it'll help. I just can't buy anything right now. I'm just barely living.
Yeah, big pharma's big fucked.
Ah, jeez.
That's so crazy. Shit, we need to live.
Let's go, Brandon.
That
Mark Cuban, was it Mark Cuban? He did something like that, like a program for
He has-
insulin.
he has his own like.
He has his own
store.
pharmacy,
Yeah.
I think.
Online
And
pharmacy, and we talked about this.
yeah,
It's useless to you.
it doesn't cover my insulin.
Oh,
I don't think it
my-
really has insulin.
What
we
is
also
it?
we also talked about how like Biden did like the whole insurance thing, but I mean not the insulin like capped it at $30, but it's like just for people on Medicare. So it's like it doesn't even apply to like billions of people, or maybe that's somewhere millions. But fuck, what was I gonna go look for? I was gonna go to his pharmacy.
Yeah.
Mark
Cuban's pharmacy.
Cuban pharmacy. Let's see.
Right down the road.
Cost plus drugs, which I guess is still a good thing. I mean, because like a lot of things are
Nothing
Selling
else would
for very
help,
cheap.
like Good RX, you know.
I do have a good RX card. They sent me one in the email.
It's just for the old people.
It is
Hot
just for the
take.
old
Can we
people.
just let old people go?
Yeah, like they've lived their life.
Yeah, let's just put him in a can and shoot him out to sea.
Like, we're extending our lives. At what point? I'm pretty sure we've reached the point of diminishing returns. Sure, you get to live another 20 years, but you're a shriveled up mess in a bed the whole time.
Well,
No offense, but like, come on. And I'm perfectly aware it's gonna bite me in the ass when I get older, and if what I said comes to pass, and then I'd be like, all right, cool.
Kill me. Let me
Yes.
die. Let me die.
I
Let
mean,
them
that
die
w-
with honor. LOL.
it's-
Is it honorable to see them just like?
Well, it's way back when they kept their promise of, oh, you'll live out your golden years.
You can get
with your
insulin for
pension.
$35 in about 40 years.
She did the math.
When you no longer need it. I wonder why.
No, it's horrible. And then like some people, like sometimes if I'm very desperate, I'll like rat. Like I not anymore. I haven't had to do it because I got this little card. I guess it comes with Lilly. There's like the Lilly company. They make all the insulins and stuff, or at least the ones I use. And they have a little card, so it's like it's 30 times you pay $30 for like every your insulin, which is very helpful. So I guess, but it's I guess it's like kind of like a fuck you, like, you know, we're making insulin for such a small amount of money, but we're gonna make you pay so much. But here, this will help. It's like, what? Fuck you. Like, no, making me sad. I think they even took away those little medals they give you. I've looked. I talked about this a long time ago, when like you meet certain milestones of years, like you put in your information, they'll send you like a little medal, like it's 10
it's like what,
years,
a
15
sticker?
years,
15 years of having diabetes.
25 years. I think it was 10, 25, 50, and then 75. I think that's the medals they have.
You know what sucks? That's even worse than like incentives a lot of companies give to employees.
Really, right? I know, like 10 years. Here you go, finally.
Some M&Ms. I was like, no, it's going to make it worse.
No, but I was looking at it. I was like, I wonder, because I'm gonna hit 15 years in April, and of being diagnosed, and I wanted to see if they had any more little medals, because I'm pretty sure it was 25, but I can't even find it like online anymore. So I'm like, what the hell? I was looking forward to collecting all of them.
Have you tried Etsy?
Etsy, maybe. Etsy probably. Someone.
I made this insulin of a toothpaste and Nutella.
I'll take it.
Yes.
$700.
Damn it. I think I still have my 10-year one somewhere at my parents'. But I thought it was cool. I was like, hey, it has my name on the back. That's it. And a big 10 on the other side. We could probably make that. We can
Happy second birthday.
go to a trophy store and get one made.
What's it gonna say on the plaque?
Just
Number one, beat us.
beat us. But I'm throwing a quinceañera, y'all. It's gonna be my 15 years of being diagnosed. Y'all are invited.
Yeah. That you gotta like.
The cake is sugar free.
That's probably good for you.
I don't like wedding cake. Or consider cake, all right?
Oh, what do you call it? You gotta do that. No coin, throw a fucking quinceañera.
Quinceañera, fuck y'all.
There you go.
Isn't the coin free, or do you pay for it?
No more coin.
It's free.
You know.
It was free. Well, it's like I guess not a coin, but it's kind of like a coin, but it has a little
It's
hook
gonna be.
for like a necklace, like a medallion.
They bring
I
out that
guess.
big ass present. It's just a bunch of smaller boxes, so she gets the coin.
That reminded me of that Obama meme when he's putting the medal around himself.
The English Crown sends a letter to everyone who turns 100 in the UK. There was a lady who turned 100 after the Queen died, but before Charles was sworn in, who will never get the letter because there wasn't a crown when she turned 100. Damn.
Fuck.
Lovely Land early today. Hey, she's here. But yeah, I don't think there's too much of a point. Like if there was also improving the quality of life, you know, then sure. But I mean, I guess whatever like rich people have, because the Queen was still able to move.
Yeah,
That's
like
true.
now. She was not natty.
Oh, the reptile.
100% not natty. Goddamn. I love those. Have you seen those TikToks, buddy?
Which ones?
The natty or not?
You go up to you can't do that no more, right? But like, you go up to people in the gym and they just ask them, "Hey, natty or not?
What the hell? What does that even mean?
Natural or not?"
Oh.
And I love hearing like the women say, no.
Nah, man. Holy shit.
Damn.
They're just like,
I mean,
it's funny. I like them. But I mean, like, a lot of people are very like honest about it now. Because it's like, I don't know. I guess it was frowned upon, or I don't know. What is it, Eric? Do you know the history of
What, gym
of
shaming?
performance enhancements or steroids or whatever the fuck?
The history of it? What do you mean?
Because I mean,
In 1965, Charles Steroids
Well, I just
invented.
want could you look at
it's
that
always,
Eddie
it's always
outside?
Charles.
Is that a bit much?
What?
Outside the pit.
Oh, so we have people coming over.
Okay.
Fire's going high.
Yeah.
Looked a little.
I don't know, because I mean, it's not allowed in bodybuilding, or is it allowed in bodybuilding?
Like the competitions?
Yeah.
People juice up, yeah.
Okay.
Does it? Is it like frowned upon then?
I don't know. I always feel like
Because it's not like performance. And it's not like you're competing. Well, I guess you're competing like with looks, but not like, oh, I'm stronger.
Well, the people that were like open about it, like Rich Piana, you know, like, no shit, I'm superhuman. You know, big as shit. You know, you can't get like this if you just, you know, eat every day. But it's the people that claim that they're natural, but obviously are just juiced to the gills, you know.
Ah, stolen valor.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's another kind of stolen valor.
But I mean, like, at this point, who gives a shit? Like, who was it? Liver King?
Oh God.
Oh, and they found out that he was taking like 5 times the dosage of a person that would use for competing. That's crazy. I'm surprised he hasn't had like a heart attack or anything.
shit.
I guess that's a testament to eating raw liver.
Eventually, his anchor arms are gonna deflate. Like,
And that's what he's doing right now. I think he's gonna stop with the cocktail, you know, the super soldier serum,
Chill.
which each like set a month was like 15K. It's like the set of drugs or vials or whatever they have in the pack
what the hell?
that he would take. It was like 15K a month.
Jeez.
Crazy.
Like, damn, dude. But that's what he's gonna do. After this, he's gonna lay off of the of the juice and still continue the same lifestyle. I'm like, that's a good transition. Like, let's see how you look now.
Let's
you
see
know?
if it works.
Let's see if it works.
Guys, don't eat liver. It doesn't taste too good. It doesn't do shit for you. I wouldn't know.
So the 5th day, just chewing on the same piece of liver. Before I couldn't taste it. Now I can.
He gave
Goddamn.
himself COVID.
Jesus
He
Christ.
juiced himself with COVID.
Oh, man.
Would if y'all were given the chance to take
No.
steroids, would you?
No.
No.
I wouldn't. Maybe if I was single, because that shortens your lifespan drastically. Like, it's, of course, when you cheat, you know, and make shortcuts, you also shorten your lifespan.
True.
And
Yeah,
I
you get to
want
the
to...
finish line a little faster.
Exactly. I was like, I want that finish line to be like another mile ahead. Just another mile. Just extend my life. Because, man, I want to see my kids get old. I want them to have kids. I want to see their... I want to live for that.
Okay,
I
very,
want to live.
very wholesome right now. Don't cry.
Yeah, I have a
than
much less wholesome reason.
that, this guy, let all the old people die.
I'm not saying like we just eradicate them. I'm just saying like let's let it rather than
Put them on a cruise ship and let it sink.
Oh shit! Oh my gosh!
don't worry, it's perfectly indestructible. Well, it's the Titanic 2. That Titanic. Sorry.
Terrible.
Probably the
Terrible.
worst.
God damn it!
Oh shit! I stopped recording.
No way.
We're still streaming, but I'm not recording anymore. It's not that big a deal. As long as we're still streaming.
I mean, yeah, you can get it from Twitch. No.
Yeah, yeah. It's if I stop
Hold the
streaming, then it'd be a
files.
pain in the ass. Well, not really. I could just tap it again.
It's
We're back.
don't though.
Watch.
But
I forgot where I was.
The Titanic too?
Yeah.
let old people just die.
Suspiciously fake-looking iceberg ahead. The ship's on rails, so we can't. Okay.
Oh boy.
I had heard a story, or it was. I learned a lot of stuff now from TikTok guys. It's very informative.
Do we know if it's true?
Sounds
I
like
don't
what a
know.
Chinese spy would say.
I promise I am not a Chinese spy.
Was it someone in a balloon?
No, it was not. I don't know. She was like she was really interested in Titanic and tried to learn as much as she can. So I'm pretty sure she's not an expert, but she knows a lot more than I do. But she was saying how she thinks there's a conspiracy on the Titanic, that how it wasn't the Titanic,
Yeah,
that it was
I've heard that
it
one.
was the other, it was another older boat.
the Lusitania.
I think
No.
something like that.
They just slapped the Titanic words on there. Before.
Yeah, because they wanted, instead of like, I don't know, a way to get rid of it or to dispose of the old boat, they're just gonna let it go out to sea and just sink. And so they have the brand new Titanic right there. They look exactly the same apparently, and the Titanic was just new, and the other one was too old, and they wanted to just get rid of it. Obviously, there's a lot more into it, but I was like, that's interesting, and like that sounds plausible. Like
Yeah.
a lot of rich people
Wasn't the
just
Titanic
canceled.
just like longer
I'm not
than
too
every
sure.
other boat?
Yeah.
Ship.
If Titanic would have hit, this is Ian saying this, would have hit the iceberg head on, it wouldn't have sunk. If it scraped against it, because they tried to avoid it, opening up too many compartments in the water, or to water. So, if they spearheaded it, brute forced it, they would have been fine. But they were like, no, and then they just scraped the shit out of their hole. I don't know.
But like what I was saying, like all like the rich people that had a ticket like on the ship, they just last minute like, nah, we're not gonna get on it, because they fucking knew something was
The
going down.
Rockefellers.
They fucking knew something was going down. Something's gonna happen. So they're like, yeah, let's not die.
That's going to be me.
Let's just not go.
You know what? Oops.
But would y'all go on a cruise ship, on a cruise? Anybody be down
would-
for one?
I
Would I?
wouldn't mind it.
Absolutely. Hopefully I'll be able to afford this one. I don't think it's so.
Just give them your guitar and get the tickets.
No. Because I still have to fly over
Or
there.
disguise as the band. Oh, you're in.
Yeah, let me see if I can learn to play
Little
as well as the
Scooby-Doo.
band.
or become a crew member. That'd be cool. That'd
Like-
be cool. Just live
Was
on the
it
boat.
the ship life of Zack and
Yeah.
The sweet life. No, let me become a young blonde real quick. Still want to go on a cruise.
Yeah, Jackie always tells me, like, people go missing on cruises. Y'all know that, right? Just people
How
just
are
go
they missing?
disappear.
Where else could they be but the water?
Yeah,
Exactly.
water is
You go
so
overboard.
big. Like, you're never gonna find them. Like, yes, we know they're in the ocean, but where? Where?
Where could they have gone?
Out there. That's why you always use the buddy system.
So you
You just
both
be
go
lost
missing?
together.
Exactly. Well, you decrease your chances of getting lost when you're with someone else. After that, it's just, kidnapping.
I mean, I'm sure you've all played Hitman. If somebody sees you push someone over the boat, you push them too.
I just rather, not risk it. Just like,
In the water.
and I don't know to swim. Like, why the fuck do I want to go in a boat?
Because the boat
True.
swims for you.
Okay. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Let me handle it, all right? I got it.
Up the ante, what about a yacht?
Yeah, I don't know.
A smaller boat.
I don't know if I
Smaller
want to
boat.
be on a boat at all.
I like
Increases your chances of getting lost at sea.
that makes no sense to me. How's a smaller boat less scary?
Do those take?
No, it's more luxurious.
A yacht?
Yeah.
Well, I guess because
How
more like
big is this
personal.
yacht?
It's smaller than a cruise ship.
Exactly. Oh, look at all this. It's made of solid gold. Sink. Why not rent a yacht and make your own cruise?
That's right. You got a point.
Let's
I
take
better
this-
just stay
let's
on
take
land.
this podcast to sea.
Stay on
All
land.
right, guys. Welcome to Ocean Salt
Everyone's fucking.
as we film our final moments.
Where's
What do you
that-
guys think?
Where did Eric go?
On land
He's in the
already.
water.
Nope.
You see a fin come up. It's like,
Shit.
we shouldn't have done this.
Oh no.
my gosh, did y'all hear about the transphobe, the surfer, that the girl that got her arm bit off, the soul surfer or whatever?
She's transphobic.
She's transphobic.
That's bullshit. She transformed her arm off. Why would she be?
She's transphobic. Like, she had said something about like trans people like
To have
competing
arms.
or something in like surfing. And everyone is like, all right, now I'm on the shark side. The shark's an ally. like, let's get the shark a pride flag and let's put him on.
It's a rainbow
mascot.
dorsal fin coming out of
It's
the
our new
fucking-
mascot, the fucking shark that bit her arm off.
Oh my god.
You see Sharknado. Rotten Tomatoes score go up.
It's a rainbow tornado.
Oh boy.
Ally.
That's so stupid.
Damn, it's like the shark bit the gay out of the surfer chick.
It's so funny. It's so fucking. I can't wait to see. I've already seen like some like shark, like big shark. They blow up sharks and they have like a whole ass rainbow flag on them.
People are so fast with memes nowadays. It's
Yeah,
fucking
internet crazy.
Is it people or is it AI?
I don't know.
crazy. Oh my god. Ugh. All right. So, Andrea, did you have an "Am I the Asshole" this week?
Yes, but I
You
wanna
had
see
a
if
rather
it's
good
on
one?
it. Let me see.
Yep.
It's okay. I think it's an interesting one.
Should we have to do devil's advocate?
Let me reread it again.
Maybe not today. I don't
Well,
know.
maybe we
Because
can.
we have a double feature today.
Oh, so me first.
Am I the Asshole? Yeah.
Okay. Well then, none for this one. Just your legit takes.
Okay.
For this week's episode of. The Asshole.
Stops recording.
Eddie, you woke up at 1. Why are you tired? I'm not tired. I don't feel tired, at least.
So that's your face.
Yeah. You just don't like our conversation, what? Is that what it is?
Said, I'm just trying to yawn. Fucking say something.
All right. So, I don't think there's any new viewers or listeners, but if there are,
Barely
Am
watching
I-
it. If you find it in the internets.
Am I the Asshole? It's a subreddit. People post their stories, something that happened to them. They want to know, was I the asshole in the situation? Were they the asshole? Does everybody suck here? Like, tell me. They just want to feel better. So, this week's episode is, am I the asshole for not ending my vacation early and rushing home for the birth of our grandchild? All right. So,
I was going to say the birth of our Lord.
no.
Like, whoa.
Savior Jesus Christ.
And they're just going to hell then. But it's I, 52 male, and my wife were on a 2-week vacation in Cancun, Mexico. We're from the U.S. and planned all year for this trip and saved up money to be able to go on this trip. Edit. We booked and paid before my daughter was pregnant. So they had this trip planned for a long time. It was our 6th day there when our daughter's 26-year-old boyfriend called us saying she was giving birth and we had to get on the next plane ride home. We were aware my daughter was soon to pop, but her due date wasn't until the end of this month. Mind you, these events took place in the beginning of the month. We told him that wasn't possible, and just to follow their birthing plan and to keep us updated. A few hours later, we got a call from my daughter updating us then, asking when we'd be on our way back and that she really wanted us to be here and that it was taking longer than expected. She was scared, etc. She's a first-time mom, so it was expected for her to be scared. My wife and I assured her everything would be fine, but we were unable to just pack up and go. She got upset and hung up on me. Hours later, in the middle of the night, we missed a call due to us sleeping, and it was her boyfriend saying there was complications and they were performing emergency C-section. The next morning, we called immediately, and our daughter told us she was scared and things could have went bad, and our Cancun trip was more important to us than her, then hung up. We tried to call back, but she wouldn't answer. The baby was born healthy, and our daughter is okay. We have only seen pictures of our grandchild through Facebook because our daughter hasn't let us see her and has barely spoken to us since we've been back home. We had planned to be there for our grandchild's birth, but we couldn't leave 6 days into a trip we spent a large amount of money on. Even if we did, we wouldn't make it back on time. Even if we did make it back, we couldn't do anything the doctors couldn't in the situation. I feel as though our daughter's being too harsh to us. We have apologized many times. So, am I the asshole?
I'm kind of agree with what Jackie said here. If you had just said child, I already had an answer. Like, you're not gonna go see your own kid be born. I mean, like, you're kind of fucked up. But if they're grandkids,
It's a grandkid.
I don't think they're the assholes.
Okay.
I don't think they are. Like they said, like everything was paid for way before she even got pregnant.
Yeah.
And let's assume, like, a vacation like that is a few thousand at least.
Mm-hmm.
So you're pretty much asking them, hey, we need you to fucking asshole. I input
It is the asshole.
Easy.
fucking pull. They're pretty much asking them to just give up a few grand to go see their grandkid, like, in the hospital be born. But, like, I'm sure the grandparents, like, have done plenty for their kids. Like, sure, yes, I understand she's scared. It's a scary situation to be in, but they don't need to be there. And I'm sure after all the time that they've lived, well, they probably couldn't have lived that long if they know how to use Reddit. But,
They're 50-some
maybe
years old.
they've, they deserve this trip. Like, they have to cancel now because y'all didn't plan shit out? No.
And it's not like she was due at the end of the month. So even though, like, they had planned this trip a whole year before, they still would have been back on time if she had the baby when she was due.
Yeah, that's true. Like, hey, even if we want to go back, we can't. So, tough shit.
That's what I don't get the most. I was like, what can they do? What can they possibly do?
They even
the
said
doctors can't.
the that's like asking me to be there, and I'm like, I'm not a doctor. I wouldn't know what the fuck to do. I wouldn't have the first clue. If anything, you'd have better luck asking, like, another girl, because at least she'd have an idea, because she's probably mentally prepared for it. Like, maybe someday I want kids. This is what I'm gonna look forward to.
It's like getting mad at the zookeeper when the two gorillas start fighting. What the fuck is he gonna do?
Exactly.
What is he gonna do?
Get in there and stop them. No. I'll be one of them's weapons. Like,
I don't want. I'd rather live.
They're gonna rip my arm off and beat me with it.
she's already probably on a ton of drugs that are clouding her judgment. If these are complications, I don't think they're the assholes. This is what Jackie says. They don't have to drop everything and go to a waiting room for the grandchild to be born. Yeah, they're not even gonna be in the room.
Mm.
So my dad didn't see my baby till a week after because he was working. And when's the last time you talked to him? No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
Like that day. This morning.
He's watching it too. Sorry. What do you think, Eric?
Eric, yeah.
Yeah, they're not the asshole. It's the grandparents. Where to begin with this? Like, they should have raised the kid better, at least to have an understanding, And this should have been clear.
Plus, isn't this the time for the boyfriend to
when
step
they
up?
found out. Yeah, exactly.
It's not like she was by herself. Like,
That's the time for the boyfriend to be like, all right, everything's gonna be okay. We need you.
I can't do this. I'm just a kid. In a nightmare. But no, yeah, they're not the asshole. They should enjoy the years that they planned this shit, And there's gonna be plenty more times where they're gonna see the kid if you let them,
She's gonna regret it later.
Yeah. It's like, it'd be one thing if they're like, oh, we're not going to see them at all. Matter of fact, we're going to book a trip right now just to do this.
Yeah, if they had booked it like knowing like all right, she's due around this time, and then they book a vacation for that time. Yeah, that'd be a little sus. But nah, they're not.
If
assholes.
they make the vacation plans after they found out the due date.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd like to rent a hotel room.
Yeah, I want to be as far away as possible from our daughter. Nah, but I personally I want to say like yeah, they're not the assholes. Planned it way before they knew anything. Even then, like she wasn't due till the end of the month, and they went on their trip at the beginning of the month. So it's not like, yeah, we're gonna go. We'll be back in time. But I think the daughter's being
Unreasonable.
a little unreasonable. I understand. Like it's just her first time having a kid, so like I get it that she's scared. But yeah, like Wadi was saying, she has her boyfriend there, and the boyfriend is her family.
Red flags.
So that like
This is very weird because I'm not sure if Jackie could attest to this, but when both kids, when both of them were born, Clarissa did not want to be around anybody at all. She's like, I'm a mess, like I'm tired and I'm hurting. You know?
I remember her saying that.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, they need space, at least like a week, or 3 days, something like that. So
I will say though, Clarissa's very open. Like she's like if she's uncomfortable or she just doesn't want something, she says it.
yeah,
She does not hold back, which is it's a good trait.
instead
Especially
of
in
just
this kind of
holding it in
situation.
and saying, I can't believe you stayed here.
Like, everybody's in the room. You're like, she's like someone's acting all bitchy. You're like, well, you wouldn't understand. Like just say you don't want them here. Like she did. That should be fine. Yeah.
There's just let me read this one comment. I haven't read it, but it has a lot of awards.
Honestly, and it's very overwhelming as it is what Jackie says.
Exactly. She needed like time to heal, time with the newborn.
Let's just let you guys be a family for a few.
Yeah.
Like, all right, this is our new reality now.
Because you could get overstimulated real quick.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this comment says, not the asshole. I say this as a mother of two with 2 C-sections with blood issues and allergy to meds.
Shouldn't say to men.
So no painkillers after the surgeries. With the second baby born in COVID maternity and with all the stress caused by this, you couldn't have done a thing for them. At my first C-section, the doctor screwed up something because my family saw the other doctors and nurses from the other ORs rushing to my OR, and my family couldn't do a thing to help. Finally, I got out of the OR alive. Even if you would have tried and booked a flight, losing the trip money that they had spent and paying extra for the last-minute tickets, you would have missed the birth. They would have blamed you anyway. Why do I think they're blaming you? Because it was a stressful event. They weren't ready. I know how it is to feel alone, but I also know you couldn't have done anything for them. From the moment they went to the hospital till the C-section probably passed less than 12 hours. It's sad that she is upset. I understand her need of comfort, but still, it isn't your fault for not being there. I would send her a message in which I would tell her how much you love her and miss her and how bad you feel for the way things happen and how you hope she will forgive you because you hurt her. She's emotional, but I think later on she will see both sides of the story, and right now all you can do is apologizing for hurting her. Which a lot of the comments are agreeing. Like, this is probably the best answer, and I agree.
This is why you shouldn't make decisions under immense stress or like emotional duress. Because look at this. Like, she's being unreasonable and she doesn't see why. And I'm not saying this as if I'm immune to it. Nobody is.
Nope, yeah.
We've all made bad calls because of a misunderstanding that our emotions ran wild and made a bad call. We've all done it. I've done it. We're all gonna do it again, I'm sure. But when it comes to really important things, you need to try to learn to take a step back. All right, let's worry about now, and we'll worry about what could have been done better in the future. But yeah, she may have been hurt by she was hurt by the circumstance, not by her parents. Mm-hmm. And now she's hurting her parents.
Yeah. Which, I mean, they should get to see the baby. I feel like that's fucked up.
Yeah, it wasn't their fault at all.
It's not like they said, dumb baby,
Fuck you.
They're on
Here's
the
the
beach.
postcard from
No
Cancun.
babies.
Yeah.
Gets a Corvette, says no babies on the fucking.
That's very extreme, and I feel like a reasonable response to this is like if this person was at their final moments in life. Like, yeah, I would drop everything, catch the next flight.
Mm-hmm.
But for this is like, it's the opposite.
Just have another baby.
We'll be there for that one.
As if it's that easy. All right. I have this. When I said this week's like a double feature of Am I the Asshole, I have my own. This is one that is like IRL that happened to me last week.
Okay, let's help Eddie out here, guys.
And normally I'm pretty like, all right, I'm pretty sure I'm right on this. But I was like, you know what? Let's make sure.
All right, you're the asshole.
Let's so here's what happened.
It's already in the poll.
Pretty much, I know. I have this friend. I don't know if they're still a friend because they were pretty upset. But they called me. This happened several times. I'll get a phone call at like 2 a.m, and we rarely talk. We hardly talk in between these occasions. I'll get a call from like 2 a.m. They're like crying, like, "Hey, can you come pick me up from somewhere?" It's just like either her boyfriend, like it. Recently, it was her boyfriend's, I guess now her ex's place, and this happens every time. I'll be like, you know what? Okay, I'll go. I'm sure I'm exhausted, but I'm gonna help someone out. I'll go. And this time I was already on my way. I was on the road. They're having me pick them up in Raymondville. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'm on the road. I'm passing Delta Lake. And they told me, you know what? Don't come. And this isn't like I said, this isn't the first time they do it. This is like fourth. And I was just like, you know what? Stop asking me to help you. Like, this is pissing me off. I told you last time. I told you before. If you're going to wake me up like in distress, making me feel like, oh shit, you're in danger or some shit, and then just be like, hey, don't come, it's fine. Like, how do you not think it's gonna piss me off? Don't ask me for help anymore. And she's like, well, I asked you for help because I thought you'd understand. I'm like, I understand, like, you're in a lot of stress, like you really want to get out of there, but what I don't understand is how you don't seem to get what you're doing to me. Like, it's like you're taking advantage of my generosity to you. No, is there anybody else? Like, I say this all the time. I'm probably one of the few people I know that doesn't get moody when you wake them up in the middle of the night. I'm probably the only one that you probably would have called in this time, and you just do it for nothing every single time. Like, I've never actually made it to help you out. Every time I've been on my way, but I've never made it there because halfway there she tells me to turn back. And I was just like, I'm done. Stop asking me to help you. She's like, all right, just block me already. And that was pretty much the end of the conversation. Am I the asshole for telling her to stop asking me for help?
The real life version of The Boy Who Cried Wolf.
Pretty much.
Some people, they need a library card. They don't need a ride.
What?
Read that book a few times. Maybe you missed it.
Oh, I think I have a perfect book for that.
Jackie said something. I don't know what it is.
Nope. Sounds like someone is being taken advantage of. You. Yeah, thanks. It sounded like they just was the satisfaction of knowing they can call you up whenever they please. Yeah, not anymore.
It's like their party trick. Hey guys, you want to see something?
I'm gonna call this
I'm gonna
guy.
call this
He's
guy
gonna be
up.
in the middle of sleep. He's gonna come.
I'll wait 20 minutes and tell him to turn back.
Right,
Nah, and
so,
then
here's the book Eric was talking about. Probably not. It's The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
nice.
So I'm gonna read it and be like, all right, I need your help. Read it.
No, I agree with Jackie.
Took it to a new level, not giving a fuck. It's still sealed.
Yeah.
Not even gonna read it. I
Not
don't
gonna
give
read
a
it.
fuck about it.
Best part of the book. I already mastered it.
All right, might as well unseal it.
What'd you say about Jackie?
She agrees with what
I
Jackie says.
agree.
Is this just mirroring your partner?
No, I agree. Like, she is taking advantage of you, especially because, like, you almost always have to travel a distance to go and help.
Yeah, one
Help
time
them?
it was Hidalgo,
Fuck.
which is an hour and a half from here. So, nope.
But yeah, like, no, like, I feel like I would understand her if she would
Her,
ask
right?
for
Is it
help,
her?
or them. I'm sorry. I just
Opens
it.
assume.
Jackie
They.
opens it, blank pages. It's real. Just so you know.
Oh my goodness.
That would
Now
be
I'm
pretty
curious.
good, though. That would be pretty good.
Worth the $9.89.
To buy the book, it's blank. I don't give a fuck.
Perfect.
You're ready.
Here's volume 2. That's the $20.
No, it's black pages.
Oh no.
But no, like I would understand if they had asked for help and like they really needed it. I feel like, I mean, I don't want to say too much, but I don't know.
Say more.
No,
Now
because
that-
I don't know their side of the story. Like, I was gonna say like, well,
Say
maybe
that.
something like an argument had happened and they just ran off without really thinking of it all, and then like, just like ball, like, oh,
That's a red flag. Yeah. This
never
person
mind.
is too emotional and can't.
No, that's
Well,
what
nah,
I
people
knew.
are emotional.
Oh, they are very emotional.
People are emotional, and that's fine. It's just you.
If that was a problem,
But making it
Though-
someone else's problem though.
if that in and of itself was the problem, I probably never would have gone even obliged to help them. But it wasn't. I was just like, all right. I thought like, okay, something bad's happening.
Sometimes people are in danger and they really need help.
Yeah, and I've always like, sure, she's upset me in the past for this exact reason, but I was like, if this becomes like boy cried wolf situation, the one time I saw it coming is like this time something happens, you know? But I was just like, you know what? This is 4 times, and
Oh.
this was like,
Out of the 4 times in between those instances, how many times have you guys talked or visited each other? See, there you go.
Nope.
Used. Red flag.
That's true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
like,
they just
nah.
want something out of you.
A free ride.
I'd understand if it was a free ride if I got to the fucking place, but no. That's true. But
Exactly.
if they're constantly doing that, I'm emotional.
After the 4th time, you're an enabler. You're letting them walk all over you.
Well, that's why I told them to like leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the healthiest thing to do.
Send
Yeah.
them the Uber app.
Here you go.
Ironically
There you go.
enough, Uber doesn't come to here, but they would have gone to her. So,
There you go.
Why? Because it's Ravenville's closest to the expressway, or what?
well, because this is like a nowhere town. Nobody knows this place. I only just was able to order something off of DoorDash for the very first time like,
Damn.
2 days ago.
Damn, from where?
Oh no, wait, yesterday. You got fucking Stripes tacos. Because I was like, I'm in the mood for that. I'm starving.
And if you
How
went
much is
over
it
there,
for
they
DoorDash?
would have put you on the loop.
I wouldn't.
Did you pay for that? PTSD.
Well, it did take like an hour and a half for them to get here. So maybe that's what happened to
They
them.
did it to
Tacos are
them.
cold.
Here for DoorDash? Did you pay for it? I love it. Why are you doing this? What's happening?
Text like, hey, did you pay for this already? You wouldn't even have gotten the fucking order. Like, maybe he likes being walked on. You shut the fuck up. No. Unless it's
New
like
poll
unless it's a
is-
masseuse.
New
We had
poll.
those like where they're walking on your back. Those are nice.
Who's they?
Huh?
Who's they?
The masseuse? Like
Like,
spa? whatever
people
it
that
is?
Oh,
actually,
okay, yeah.
work.
No, like this table is where I got walked on. Like shut the fuck up. No. This thing's way too small.
Just getting on it. Boom.
He's sketchy as fuck. It barely holds up the microphones.
Can't put too much pressure on it. It'll just fall.
Is Eddie a glutton for punishment?
No.
No.
I would have been like, yeah, have me wake up more.
After the second time for me, I would have been like, "Don't call me anymore. You're blocked," kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm more more
Nothing good
patient
ever
than-
happens after 2 a.m., Eddie. Don't you know?
Too patient for
Yeah,
my own good.
isn't it that story, the devil? Or is that 3 o'clock?
I think
The
it's
devil
3.
what?
What time does the devil come out? 3 o'clock?
I don't know. I didn't know he was
3,
gay.
3:30, something like that.
Probably. I feel like the devil would be gay. He'd be like, slay. Slay.
He's a little
like
nutsack.
like
Clip
fucking
it.
Hades in Hercules. He's gay.
You think
Hades
He's
is gay.
not
He's fruity.
gay.
He's just voiced by James Woods.
I feel like no. Where's that
James
one part?
Woods just amazing. James Woods just steals the show regardless. All right.
You'd be like when the girl is like, I don't even know her name, but when
Meg?
she's like talking
Meg.
about Meg, when she's talking about Hercules, it's like, oh, like blah blah blah, and then he's like, he's a guy, like fuck off, like fuck those guys. He's cool. He cares about the girls. He wants her to slay. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Oh,
I
boy.
am sorry.
New poll.
Here, apology video. Maybe they could see yours.
Oh my gosh. I like Hercules.
Need to clip that.
Hercules is a good movie.
Stop, babe. Stop. We're gonna talk about this when you get home. Oh my gosh.
Hercules is a good movie, though.
It's a good movie.
Hades is the main character.
Yes.
He's the best. He steals the show so hard. Then again, that's just James Woods. I don't know why he always plays villains, but it works.
It works out.
Who else does he play? Or who is his voice?
He plays himself in Family Guy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. That guy.
I don't know
Top
that
Man?
one.
Oh.
No? Okay.
Nah.
It's okay. Pull up the clip. Nah, never mind.
No, we lost
and-
it.
No.
That's gonna be really scary when I have everything mapped out.
Just shit happening.
Well, I'll label things. I'll put like a legend over here or something. All right, if it's this color, it's this. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna need,
You don't
You just
even know how
make
to
a
change the
cheat sheet,
colors.
you
I
know?
need 64 colors.
Do like a grid, like Battlefield. E4.
You sunk my battleship.
That'll work.
Okay. Well, I mean, it does show up on screen. I don't know if it would show up in the. He also murders Mort's wife. Shit.
Mort.
The pharmacist.
The pharmacist.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look them up after this.
Glasses, braces, red hair.
He has braces.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Just move on. That's okay.
No,
Next.
no,
I
no.
want to say it, but I can't for obvious reasons.
Don't. He's Jewish.
There you go. The only Jewish person in Family Guy.
Except for his son.
Oh. Okay, I think I know who you're talking about. I think I know who you're talking about. I still.
And surprise, surprise, Mort's wife looks just like him. Oh, they marry each other.
Thanks, Ian. Jewish.
I guess-
How helpful. Well, man, they're gonna clip this and put that on TikTok. The Salt the Crew talks about Jews.
They'll look clip that for sure.
We've talked about way worse.
That's very true. That's very true.
There was something I was gonna bring up, but I can't remember what it was.
That's where we write things down, Wadi.
Yeah.
Oh.
In conclusion, you're not the asshole, Eddie. You're just taking
Oh.
advantage of.
I thought we were already past that part. Man, fuck it, I can't remember.
Oh, you lost your train of thought, so I'm just trying to backpedal you.
That's
About
what
our last
I did that earlier
conversation.
today with Jackie. She was like, "I heard you the first time," and I was like, "I'm just saying, maybe you'll bring back up memories."
She's gonna say it again. Stop, babe. Stop.
I was just trying to help. I mean, sometimes it works. It's like walking into the room you just walked out of. Like sometimes you'll remember.
It's
I thought
not
you were gonna
what-
say it's like walking into the revolving doors.
It's not what you said; it's how you said it, Andre.
Oh, this is something that I guess is a good thing to ask you guys. In that same podcast I was watching about the VR headset, they were talking about how there was kind of like a hill, and then we've already come back down of like people's knowledge of technology and how it works, and then like people like our generation knows pretty well like kind of what to do with technology, but now today's kids like have no idea what the hell like to troubleshoot or anything. Like they were talking about how like somebody called in, and I've had a couple people within the like my job call in asking for pretty simple shut up, you fucking clipped it. We people that seem to be like our age asking like pretty basic troubleshooting stuff like, hey, I can't connect my Bluetooth headphones or something. Like, really? You can't figure this shit out? Like, we have much more complicated technology now. And like, yeah, do you guys agree that kids nowadays are like people born recently don't know technology as much as they think they do? Like, they know UIs, they know user interfaces, like how to use their iPad, but if something goes wrong that they don't understand, they freeze up.
That's what I was gonna say. I think they like know. I don't know how to word it, but it's just because they were born with so much technology that they already know like how like just like I don't know to work the iPad, that's important. To work the fucking Roku smart TVs, but then just to fix it like.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this as if I know the most about like technology or cars or whatever. Like Ian helps me out a lot with my computer and stuff, but like there's like if I can do it myself, like I'll do what I can to make sure there's something I haven't tried first. I have had people that don't know how a menu works. Yeah, like I had to update my amp for the first time since like I bought it. It needed to be brought up to the current
Today,
firmware.
Junior.
And then navigating like the menus or like the website to find the drivers and everything was kind of a nightmare. I was like, what the hell? Like, where the hell is everything? I finally got it. I didn't have to ask for help.
Yeah,
but,
to
like,
be fair, there's a lot of interfaces that aren't user friendly, you know?
well, that's the thing.
And-
Like hooking up a Bluetooth headset.
Yeah, and sometimes like
Just
people
hold the
are
button down.
they're just joining into that, like you just bought an app and you didn't know how it works, you know?
No, I got it to work.
Yeah, well, I'm saying
Rather-
like
but that's the thing. Like, unlike them, I didn't freeze up and be like, hey, I need help. Like, no, I figured it out.
yeah.
Like nowadays, like I've seen this a lot. Like they'll freeze up. That's your fucking fault for leaving the documentation at my place. I mean, sure, but I still did it without it. Fuckhead. I don't need you.
Mexicans don't read instructions. It is no.
Well,
we
I
figure
use-
shit out.
I do. It's just I just happen to leave it there.
I mean, I feel like they just, they're not gonna know everything from the get go, and I feel like like me, like I'm scared to like, well, not too scared, but like if I trust myself, I'll try, but otherwise, like no, like let me ask for help. All I need to do is ask that one time, then I'm good for the rest of whenever.
Was it your PlayStation? I don't think it was. It was Alan's that I took apart, cleaned out, and I got it to work because it's
The disc?
he couldn't load discs anymore.
Yeah, it was his. It was
Yeah, I
Alan's.
managed to fix it for him. I've never had someone like teach me to do it. I looked
Mhm.
it up. I was like, cause like I do like from having tinkering with like random shit like as a kid, taking my toys apart, learning how like remote controls worked and things like that. Like I was like, all right, I have a decent basis to figure it out. I fixed my phone screen before, not this one, but a previous one. And I was like, all right, I'm pretty sure I can do it. So beforehand, I just watched some YouTube videos. Like, all right, let's see where everything's placed first. And I was able to fix it for him. All right, cool. I saved him a whole bunch of money because I don't know how much it would have cost him, but I think all I
What-
charged him was like a 6-pack of beer.
What would it be like? Common sense or what?
Not common
Like
sense.
the lack
'cause
of.
Because it can be intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
not like
Like here's a rabbit, skin it, Andrea, right now,
Oh
right
my
here.
God.
Oh my god.
like there's a reason
Yeah.
I still go like to Iowa with certain things about the computer. Like I put the fans in place. Sure, he was on a call that was he was helping me out, but I did the legwork for that. But like if it's something serious that I'm not 100% sure of, I'll at least ask a question first. Like, hey, there's something I want to do. Would it work this way? First, before like if it was a cheaper PC, I probably wouldn't even ask and just go for it. But this thing's like $5,000 at this point. It's intimidating. So if I fuck that up, tell them about the installer. Oh my god. But yeah, like if it was cheaper, it wouldn't be so intimidating. But given the like how expensive the parts are,
You don't want to fuck it up.
yeah. I did. Tells me about an installer. I had somebody call in to my job. I answered their phone. It was two professional installers setting up the receiver, the home theater receiver. What you have to do to plug in speakers. Have you ever used like speaker wire before?
Yeah.
Mm.
So you just it's just exposed wire. It's not a thing you put in. But how does wire work? Just make a contact.
Yeah.
It's basic circuitry. Then you just tighten up the knobs. Boom. It's in place. Here you go. These installers couldn't figure it out. One of them calls.
They're not color coded.
They're like, that's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
He's like, there's no like pins. It's just an exposed wire. I'm like, yeah, that's speaker wire, dude. Get some banana plugs. If you really want to plug things in, or I had to tell him, unscrew it, put it in the side, and screw it back in. It's like a 10-second job if you're slow about it. And that's if you're fast, 2 seconds, screw it in. You're done with that speaker wire.
I wonder if people that like mechanics, if they have the same ideology, I guess.
Sure.
Because they're like, you don't know how to check your tires PSI.
Oh, I feel that.
You're going to need
probably.
the premium air.
Or that one, like, hey, I filled my tires up to 96%.
No shit.
Fuck.
But sure, if it's like going from one profession to another, like you're gonna be kind of clueless. That's fine, but this was their job to install this kind of shit. And the other installer was like, "Yeah, sorry about my colleague. He normally does installs servers and shit." I'm like, that's even more difficult. Like, what the fuck? Like, you can do that. If you can't do this, I wouldn't trust you anywhere near my fucking servers. What's wrong with you? They insisted on trying the same speaker for every single speaker terminal. There's 11 on this one. I was like, you son of a bitch. There's 11 channels, which means there's 22 individual speaker like terminals that they have to connect each time. So I was like,
We're only going to use one.
It was like an hour and a half call. And I was like, I messaged Ian, Eddie, your car looked low on headlight fluid. Yeah, I'll top that off later. I was like, Ian, dude, you gotta listen to this call. These guys are installers. Like, I completely lost my customer service bullshit voice. I was like, you guys are installers. You don't know this? Like, people are paying you to do this. You shouldn't. If you should be calling me if it's something like with the software, like, hey, this software doesn't seem to be working right now properly. Whatever. Like, no, like, we don't know how to install speakers. Tough shit. Figure it out. Call your own people. Or fucking find a new job because you shouldn't be doing this. I figured this out when I was 6. Like,
that's when you leverage your like, hey, I should get paid a lot more since I'm a teacher. I'm teaching these guys.
I have way less patience for these people. Like, since like shit, they're being paid to do this. They don't even know how. Like, are you kidding me? Like, if I can do your job better than what I'm paying you to do, then
submit a request as trainer for,
like, I'd
for
go
professional.
Follow back. Hey, can I be hired as trainer? Because you're fucking idiots. Don't know what the hell they're doing. Like, but yeah, people nowadays, like, I always laughed at that meme where it was like that British show. It was like, it seems more and more people are afraid of technology, and the guy comes out with a sign from around a corner to a lady. He's like, technology. She's like, ah. I always thought that shit was funny, but it's true. People nowadays are afraid of technology. Which, I don't know. I feel like I've always wondered as a kid, like, how does everybody in Star Wars know how the ship works? You know, everybody knows how to fix it. Like, all right. But then again, like, everyone, all the characters you see, like, are kind of exposed to that. Like, Anakin grew up building fucking race cars, pod racers. So I don't know. I guess it's just a
like
matter
Ray
of
Skywalker. Yeah.
And with that, we're gonna go ahead and end it off here. It's an hour and a half. It's a pretty good one. Pretty decent length. We're finally back to full length episodes. So.
Well, this one's cut in half. We ended it early.
No, just the recording stopped. I can just get the stream. But remember, you guys, we're not experts in any things we talked about, so take everything we said with a grain of salt.
No.
No.
It's
Shipped off.
Put it back in there.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Good night and take care.